I'm here, fortunately, with Kalina Lawrence-Clais. I'm excited to tell you that she is the winner of the Connecticut Congressional Art Competition. So I'm very lucky to have her here to talk with her for just a few minutes to see, what her inspirations are and what's in the future for her. So um, let's get into it. So, Kalina, tell us something about yourself.
Well, I'm French Caribbean. I was born in France, the capital. I moved here when I was 4, and ever since elementary school, I've been really interested in art. And fifth grade, I believe, was the first time when my English teacher she introduced to me an art club, and I joined, and I was just captivated in doing artistic things on paper and stuff. So from then on, I would go and draw and paint and experiment with different mediums and stuff. Yeah.
Very nice. So, I understand that you speak French fluently.
Yes.
You've traveled to France? You've been back since you've been to the United States. When did you come to the United States?
I came around when I was 4, so I'd say around 2013 or 2012, depends.
Okay. Um, so, what has been your experience traveling back to France in terms of art? What has been your experience with that? Can you tell us?
Well, whenever I traveled to France, it was more so being with my family. So as I got closer with my family, I also got the chance to learn different perspectives upon my own culture, and which captivated me into creating this art piece. Actually, specifically on my grandma's side, with my mom, which her culture is Guadeloupe and Martinique. So I was inspired based off of that culture because my mom has this beautiful poster of these two girls in traditional clothing. And so I decided I'm going to paint it. And I did it, and I loved it. I used it in a classical art style. I wanted to bring out I want to bring out something older, something not as modern, and I want to be inspired based off of the artists I would research during my school years, um, which, since it happened pretty recently, I'd say like halfway through the my 10th grade year, I was researching deeply into artists. So yeah,
Are you still in high school? What
yes,
grade are you?
I'm going into 11th grade.
Okay, and tell us about your high school experience so far.
So I'm in my second high school. My first high school was a sister high school from the middle school I went to. I didn't particularly felt comfortable. I didn't feel like myself there. So I decided to move to a different school. One particularly doesn't focus on technology because I was a technology school, but more so of an IB school, which has more vast topics, and despite not having that technology skills that I had before, now I got the chance to learn about um, biology, chemistry, and all those fun things. So, and especially art. Art was really fun. I learned a lot about different mediums like clay, sculpture, and observing art. I was even on a field trip once, which I absolutely loved. So,
Where did you go?
I'm pretty sure. Well, I can't necessarily tell you where it was because I can't remember right now.
Okay, fine.
But it was this like mansion, and within the mansion there was Monet in there, and my mind was blown. That's all I can say.
Perfect. So we all know that high school can be difficult at times for you guys. How is high school for you these days?
High school has really provided me a new perspective on life. In middle school, I was really closed off away from communication versus high school, where they teach you that communication is the number one key that you need to have in order to be successful. It's the connections and being able to present yourself to the public that you can be able to reach towards different opportunities in your life. So I managed to really become, I changed a lot.
Perfect. So What do you do for fun? What do you do for fun when you're not researching art? What do you do for fun?
Oddly enough, that is kind of my fun, but at home, I mostly like to play video games, or other times, I just, I study for anatomy and basic art training, and yeah, that's really it.
What about your family? So we're going to change topic a little bit. Tell us
Okay.
about your family.
My
By
family,
the way,
yeah,
your family.
that's my uncle.
Go ahead.
My family is very diverse. My mom is French, my dad is Jamaican. So, with that being said, I'm really like, I cover a lot of land here. But my family is really fun. Everyone that I've ever met is really extroverted, and they're always supportive. I've never met a family member that's ever been negative towards me. It's like I feel like home when I'm with my family.
Of course.
So
And you have a sister.
yes,
Tell us about her.
she's 12. Her name is Kalina Lawrence. She was born in 2012, so she's 12 at this moment because she has a late birthday, and we get along pretty well. I have to say that our relationship, despite having some bumps and cracks in the road somewhere, we still get through it together, and we still lean on each other for support.
Perfect.
So yeah.
All right. So I guess the subject that everyone is waiting for, I know you started talking about that just for a little bit. So we want to get into your inspiration insofar as, and you started talking about that, but if you could just expound a little bit more, what was the name of the piece that you did for the competition?
Sister stand.
Sister Stand.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, there were two girls, primarily they were siblings, and with that I saw both the face of me and my sister, as because me and those girls in the picture, we share a similar culture, and we likely also share this similar facial structure if you saw the poster. Um, but I really wanted to represent my culture to a country, which is here, America, that doesn't necessarily really know about Guadeloupe and Martinique because they're so small and they're part of French territory. So
Right.
I wanted to open the eyes of everyone who lives in the U.S. Say this is us. We're here, and we're not gonna hide. We're gonna show
Right.
what we are.
Right. So insofar as inspiration, tell us about your inspiration insofar as when you were creating that piece. What was on your mind?
My mind was really just focusing towards classical and focusing more towards copying the picture rather than just and being directly inspired, because I really wanted to mimic their stance and their posture and the message that they were conveying, which was proud and just mature, I guess you could say.
Gotcha. What do you where do you see yourself insofar as your art, say 5 years from now? I mean, I know you're pretty young still. I mean, you're 14, right?
16.
16. Where do you see yourself in about 5 years? Or where do you see yourself in about 5 years in terms of your art?
I see myself in 5 years with my art as someone who's teaching. I've always wanted to be someone who teaches. I find I always wanted to, especially about art. I want to be able to teach others about how to display emotion and how to find yourself within art. And I also find myself continually learning about new art styles and mediums. So learning will never stop for me. That's one big thing. But I also want to be in that moment teaching others also.
So tell us about some of the art galleries that you've been to in France or here in the United States.
So the one in Hartford is like my most favorite one.
What is that? Is that a Wadsworth? Anthony?
Yes. the Wadsworth, yes.
Yeah.
Because my mom told me that this is the type of museum that you see in France, and it's large, and you see both modern and historical paintings. You see new artists, and then artists from way back into like the 1800s and stuff. So I think it's really cool. You see exhibitions. I'm pretty sure the last time I saw one was this artist that used photography, sorry. And
Is that Robert Mapplethorpe, maybe?
probably,
Okay.
but I don't know.
All right.
I'm not really familiar with new artists.
Got it. Well, Robert Mapplethorpe, I believe it's pronounced Mapplethorpe or Mapplethorpe. That would be a good person to look up to get into. His art is very graphic. It's photographical. It's very graphic. So if you do some research on him, just be warned.
Okay.
It's pretty graphic, but it's critically acclaimed in the art world. But I think maybe that would be someone you might be interested in. But anyway, so have you been to the Guggenheim in New York City? Or
No, unfortunately.
That would be. I know there's the Met in New York City, the Guggenheim. Have you been to the Louvre in Paris?
Maybe when I was a baby.
Maybe smaller.
Yeah.
I know. I'm asking you these things because I know at some point you're going to be visiting these places,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure you're going to be blown away, given the fact that you're creating this type of art so young. So what is the main feeling that you get when you're painting? Where are you when you're painting?
I'm really just in my own space. Whatever music is playing is, because I like to wear my headphones and listen to music as I'm painting. So I really just am in my own subspace, just focusing on the music. And as I'm painting, I like to focus on the rhythm and the beat. And it helps me create paintings way better.
Wow. Do you so it just comes to you naturally? When you're painting, the creative element in your head, it's just there.
Sometimes, yes, but then other times we have the artist block.
And what do you do for that? How do you help that moment when you're blocked? What do you do?
Something I really love to do is I put on a video of a master educating about anatomy, and I basically just copy what their advices are, or maybe I have a different reference of anatomy or whatever photos on while the master is playing and while the master is doing the tutorial in the background, and I draw, and then it kind of just gets me motivated.
Got it. So you're in high school and you're in grade 11?
Yes.
11th grade. And you're going to be a senior next term. Any post high school plans you have? Colleges maybe? What are your plans for that?
I definitely plan to go to college. My first idea was community college, and then I go to a high college like Yale, or maybe something less competitive like Harvard University.
Okay.
But other times I just think of just having a full ride on to universities and colleges, even despite they cost a lot.
I know. Yeah.
So I constantly search for internships and opportunities given to students all around America and stuff. So.
Gotcha. Yale, are you listening? Hartford, are you listening?
Yeah.
So I think from what I've been talking about your piece with my friends, and everybody loves it. I mean, everybody loves it. They can't believe when I tell them that who your dad is, and they're like. So everybody's proud. All my friends are very proud of what you've accomplished.
Thank you.
Tell us about that moment when you won. How did you feel when you got the news?
It's actually a funny story because I was in study hall when my art teacher came up and says, "You won." And I was like, "What? What do you mean?"
You must have been ecstatic.
Yeah, I was in shock, and then all of a sudden I felt this rush of energy, and I was like doing my homework and work just so quickly.
Got it.
And yeah.
Great. That's great. Um, so when I think of art, because I have a very strange feeling about art, and I've been to the Louvre, and I went to this art gallery in Germany, in Heidelberg, Germany,
Wow.
and I was in there with some friends, and the experience wasn't too pleasant for me. I thought everybody was a little bit stuck up. So I've had a really bad take on galleries, but when I go by myself,
Yes.
it's a better experience because I don't have to listen to people trying to sound sophisticated. I can get my own impressions. And I think for me, art is about how it makes you feel. What is it for you? What does art do from a spectator point of view? What does it do for you?
It creates a purpose for me. Uh, Even in my religious beliefs, I believe that everything is art, and everything I see is art, no matter the danger or no matter how society views it. I just think that it's beautiful in its own way.
I know in Paris, and I'm pretty sure all over France, that you see these street artists. What do you think about them?
I think they're really impressive. I see a lot of street artists. They do all these art pieces, caricatures, portraits, and they're priced really low. And it's like,
And they're really good.
yeah, and I feel like artists deserve more recognition for their talent, despite it, everyone saying that art is useless. I think art is really important. It's like a mark for who we are as humanity and ourselves.
So, if let's say art wasn't your thing, um, is there anything else on the back burner that would be interesting for you?
Definitely science, more specifically chemistry and biology, anatomy also, but I feel like that would slowly convert me back towards art.
Got it.
Yeah.
I got you. So basically anything that you do, there's always an angle for art.
Yes.
You can always see the art in that subject matter. Um, well, it's been great talking to you. I mean, it's been an uplifting conversation. I'm lucky, um, and I think that whatever you do, just having this conversation with you, I'm pretty sure that whatever you do, you're going to be successful. And I think my viewers think the same thing. And I'm like I said,
I made that one in
Oh, you
middle
did?
school. Yeah. That's a portrait of Marilyn Monroe.
Oh,
Marilyn Monroe.
oh yeah.
Yes. It's really old, but
How old were you?
7th grade, I believe.
Real talent, people. Real talent.
Thank you.
So, I think I'm going to wrap up this little chat I had with Kalina. I think it was great. I'm very happy. I'm glad you came, and I'm glad you decided to come and have a chat.
Thank you.
And I'm pretty sure, like I said, my friend in Barbados, she said, and I'll quote what she said. Um, She said, really great, and I'm quoting you, Ray. It says, really great. I would like to hear her backstory regarding the painting. So I came through, right? I was lucky. So I will pass this on to her, see what what she thinks, because she was interested. Because I mean, she loves art. I mean, she has a gallery, so naturally she loves art. And she was very interested in your painting. I mean, coming from somebody so young, I mean, it looks like a piece that a Picasso or any of these great painters would come up with. So I'm very, very happy you came and talked with me, and like I said, I wish you all the best in the future.
Thank you.
And that concludes our conversation. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.